of people who are working from home are on constant Zoom calls. And one of the issues this poses is eye strain, but also being locked into what's called vergence eye movements. Focused vision, especially on a small area or screen, ups vigilance, arousal of the nervous system, more sympathetic nervous system, heightens focus and awareness. So it's a little bit energy draining. It's energy consuming. And that's why there might be another or a different or a noticeable level of fatigue. Additionally, you might not be as much outdoors, getting natural light, more artificial light. So the biggest way to mitigate this is to get outside as much as possible, especially in the morning upon waking, after you've been in the dark. And throughout the day, to take eye breaks, look far away, look off into the distance, at least every 30 minutes. And even better or most potent, look outdoors at an actual horizon. Best case scenario, you stack that with or combine that with breathing, an exhale dominant breathing practice, so that you are lowering your autonomic nervous system, down regulating. So looking outside, far off into the distance, at the horizon, notice how your vision expands so that you're not looking at any one point, but are taking in this broad panoramic vision perspective. If you combine that with nasal breathing, tongue on the roof of the mouth, behind the teeth, lips closed, mouth a little open. Maybe you have an internal count so that your exhale is longer than your inhale, like 5 in, 7 out, or 7 in, 10 out, doesn't really matter. Noticing how heart rate lowers, breathing pace lowers, general feeling of high stress and malaise when you don't want to be feeling that way lowers. Again, far off into the distance, horizon is best. Stacking that, combining that with breathing, exhale dominant breathing, tongue resting on the roof of the mouth, breathing in and out through the nose. That's one of the best things you can do to mitigate the effects of this constant Zoom call, screen gazing. For enhancing peripheral vision, which gets lost and less recruited when we're in high foveal, screen looking, little phones, here are 2 of my favorite drills for that. Actually, three. So one would be just sitting or standing, imagining a big frame around you, a circle or square, taking your fingers back, wiggling them, gazing straight ahead, using just peripheral vision to see the wiggling movement, the movement coming towards you. When it comes into your peripheral vision range, you're going to go to a different place. Wiggle the hands or fingers forward, and when you register that in your periphery, come back to another spot, and keep doing that all around your imaginary circle or frame around you. Come from underneath, come from way up here, up high. You may notice that one side is a little bit less sensitive to than the other, and you may notice a big opening in the posture because when we are in flexion on computers, looking at small spaces, everything starts to come inward. So when we open our visual sphere, we actually open our posture as well. And the vision is tied intimately to posture, to spine, a lot of visual pathways. So that's my little finger wiggle peripheral awareness drill. And being extra aware of what's passing you by. And so again, that can get a bit tricky on uneven terrain, but and so look down as much as you need to be safe, but keep your eyes on one point and tune in to what's passing you by. Again, you can stack that with or combine that with breathing. So this would make this an even more powerful and yet very quick. I mean, I would say within a couple of minutes you would be lowering your level of vigilance, level of autonomic nervous system arousal, stress response. So within a couple of minutes, optic flow, peripheral vision, combined with stacked with breathing. Exhale, dominant breath, tongue on the roof of the mouth, lips closed, teeth a little open, breath passing through the nose. So that nasal breathing is going to be another way to lower vigilance, lower stress, mitigate all of the effects of Zoom fatigue, eye strain, indoor living. Another way to mitigate Zoom fatigue, eye strain, indoor living, quarantine fatigue, felt and experienced as general fatigue and malaise, is to enhance your peripheral vision with a little tossing of a ball or a balled up sock or a small woodland creature. So you're just going to focus your eyes straight ahead, and you're just going to toss with one hand using your peripheral vision. You could be closer in at first to make it a little easier, and it would get more challenging as you drifted further out to the side and depended on your peripheral vision to catch and throw. And you're going to do that with both sides. Now again, combining that with breath. So nasal breathing in and out through your nose. Exhale dominant, tongue on the roof of the mouth, which is the optimal resting position for the tongue. Behind the teeth, lips closed, maybe teeth a little open, tossing there. And then you could also toss from hand to hand where you're looking not at the ball. You could just go straight across so that, again, you're recruiting peripheral vision to do this. You could also arc it up. Your eyes focused at the top of the arc. So you would look up a little bit and see the ball at the top, but you're using your peripheral vision to catch and throw. And I'm doing that while I'm breathing my exhale dominant breath. Some people are truly stuck inside, and also in urban areas can't get out into nature as much. But I urge you to do the best you can with what you have, and know that being outdoors and being in nature and exposed to natural light is truly medicinal, therapeutic. All right, I hope all of this helps, and thank you so much.